All right, hello and welcome everybody to the 10,000 subscriber stream special. I'm going to be streaming all day long, just like a few breaks here and there in between to like, you know, get set up for the next stream and stuff like that. Eat, because that's important. Also hydrate, refill, like that sort of stuff. There's going to be a few breaks, but for the most part, it's going to be streams from now until the end of the day. And starting things off, because it was very highly requested when I was doing the Mario Kart stream, I'm going to be testing out a bunch of different Musou games that I've... a bunch of different Musou games from Switch 1 on the Switch 2. The buffering is wild already. Oh, God. Great. It doesn't seem to be too many issues on my end. Like, I've got it playing on my phone as well. I mean, at least this will be here after the fact, if anybody wants to specifically look at any games. After this stream is over, part of one of the things that I'll be doing between this stream and the next, likely getting lunch, and B, putting in time slots for each of the games that I'll be covering. But also, hello, Yoda. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. It does kind of suck that internet is not the greatest. And it seems like it's not just Wi-Fi. Like, a lot of people have been saying the internet in general in PEI has just been terrible lately, which is great. But without further ado, I think it's time that we jump right in, and starting things off, I'm going to cover a handful of games that I have. Actually, let's go back to full screen. I have a few games here to start things off, and all of them are sealed. So we're playing the demo, not the full game. So there is a potential that, you know, updates could have happened to help the game run a little bit better or look a little bit better. But, you know, I'm not cracking the seal on these games just to, you know, check to see if it looks better on Switch 2. Had to come celebrate this moment with a handsome fella. Oh, thanks. But we're starting things off with Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. Like I said, my copy's sealed, so not opening that one up. But I'm going to put this to full screen. Actually, let me load up my VTuber model so that we can have that on screen. There we go. Now you can see me. Let's play as Chungpu. Already, like, it still doesn't look great. I did play a little bit of a couple of games, but like only a few seconds. It wasn't enough. Like, I didn't play through an entire stage. I didn't try to see if, you know, particle effects or many units on screen would cause graphical issues. And already, frame rate wise, this looks better, but graphics wise, not so great. It's some face already. Aw. Well, I'll be coming back on screen between games. And I might switch here and there, depending on the situation. Don't think anything could save this game. Yeah, same. But like, overall, Switch 2 seems to be running this game better in general. Like, nothing seems to be slowing it down. It's just the textures, the models, the resolution, like, that's all the stuff that's not so great. Oh. Looks like the stream may have ended for some people, but I'm still going. But yeah, so far, Dynasty Warriors 9 doesn't seem to be too bad. So I think that's enough of... Oh, wrong button. Give me my face. My actual face. There we go. And I'm actually going to delete the demo now that we're done testing it, because, of course, I don't need to play this on the Switch. There's a reason why this is still sealed. And that's why, like, I have a bunch of demos downloaded, because I know for a fact that I'm not opening these games. And the next one up is going to be Samurai Warriors 5, because that one also has a demo for it. And again, don't really need to open this game just to see if the Switch 2 runs it better. Hey, I'm glad you're doing this. Again, can't watch right now, but I'm looking forward to the VOD. Hey, no problem, gentlemen. Hopefully, I cover all the games that you're interested in. I'm going to try to do, like, relatively quick fire. Get as many games as possible done. This one I'm really interested in, because the game did get a slight performance and graphical boost between base PS4 and base PS5. And overall, it does seem to be a little bit better from, like, a color quality and, like, I didn't play enough of this on Switch to know how the conversations performed. Twinkie Ieyasu. Yep, there he is. But, like, frame rate wise, this is fantastic. Oh, there was a little bit of dropped frames there for some reason. I don't think I'm gonna adjust anything, because obviously it's just the demo. And like I said, there could have been updates for these couple of games, and it's just 3 games that I have, or 3 Musou games at least. There was a couple of Nintendo games that I was interested in to see if, like, how they performed on Switch 2 already. This, not the greatest. This actually seems worse than Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. But I think this performs about as well as the game on like base PS4. So just with worse graphics because it's the Switch. I'm gonna try to get a Musou in just to see what it looks like. Yeah, so so far, Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires. If I were to rate it out of 10, I would probably say it's about a 7. Like, it performs better than expected, but looks not so great. This one, so far, I would say it's like a 5.5, maybe a 6 at best. And even then, I'm not sure. I feel like I would actually leave it at 5. There we go. Get that Musou in. Yeah, not sure how I feel about all of this, because definitely could be better. Yeah, Samurai Warriors 5, not so great. Unfortunately. So we will close that. Delete it off of this goddamn console, so I'm not taking up space. And then next up is another game that had a demo that I play on another console. And that game is Touken Ranbu Warriors. This is the only physical copy that you can get is on the Switch, which is why I'm leaving this one sealed for sure. Maybe if I could easily find these games, another physical copy. Oh. Yeah, my Wi-Fi is being bad enough to cause some issues, but not bad enough to stop me. Nothing can stop me. Now, do I have... There it is. I'll set this up so it's a little easier to see the stream on my phone. It could also, like, it could be a mix of both, indirect chat, but definitely guarantee that there's some issues on my end. So let's switch back over. Oh, apparently I don't have a save file for this. Okay. Regular mode. Would you like to play on easy mode? No. Game will start on normal. Okay. Now, I remember this cutscene not performing the greatest, but I can't remember if that was only on PC or if that was on PC and on Switch. So let's see. I know all of the pre-rendered cutscenes just seem to lag a lot on PC. Hey, Serendipity. Thanks.
その名も刀剣男子。彼らは時を遡り、時間粗行軍を率いて歴史改変を目論む歴史。
I'm gonna skip this and just try to get right into the gameplay.
では仕事をするか。
Because we want to see what the game looks like and how it runs. Okay, this is looking, so far, the best one yet. Yes, I know how to play this game. I don't think the frame rate is quite 60 frames, but it's... I think it might be a little higher than 30. I can't quite tell. Oh, I don't have access to my charge attacks yet. Yeah, I think this one is the best looking one so far. I would say that this is a good 8 out of 10, maybe even a 9 out of 10. It's difficult to complain when you're playing on a Switch, like playing a Switch game and it looks this good. Yeah, so far, this is the best one. And this is just the demo. Like, we don't have the patches and updates that the base game would have. I'm gonna try to skip to see the next stage. Yes, skip over this. Ooh. Kokiri is sexy. I mean, he's not my type. Oh, all the enemies are here. The Switch 2 so far, it's been a lot of fun. I've mostly been playing Mario Kart World. This morning, as well as last night, I was working on unlocking like a bunch of the goddamn costumes. There's the word. I like a man with titties. I mean, that sentiment I can understand. Base into titties? Yes. So yeah, so far, Touken Ranbu Warriors, one of the better games to play on Switch 2. As far as Warriors games go. Now let's see what's next. Oh, next, I don't actually have a physical copy here because it's still sealed in the box. I think that's a Switch copy. That might be a PS4 copy, actually. But it's going to be Fate Samurai Remnant. This one also is going to be a demo. I know this isn't a Musou game necessarily, but I know a lot of Musou fans will want to know, is this, like, how does this game look and perform on Switch 2? Uh, let's skip over all of this. Get into the gameplay, because that's the thing that we want to check. I know Fate has a lot of visual novel style things, but I don't care right now. I want gameplay. Okay, this one also runs so far really well. Unfortunately, controls are I want that to be L. Set that to ZL. There. That's what I want. Yep, Fate Samurai Remnant so far, pretty good. I still will definitely play this on there we go. But yeah, I'm still definitely going to be playing this on PS5 instead, because obviously it'll look better, but this isn't too bad. Performance-wise, not too bad. And visual-wise, it doesn't have the wait, why isn't that... Did that change my controls back? Alright, I think that's enough of that. Fate Samurai Remnant. Another good game. So far, that and Touken Ranbu Warriors are the only two games that I would recommend to play on Switch 2. Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, if you really want to play it on a Switch console, Switch 2 is definitely the preferred one. Next up is a full game, at least, so we have all the patches and everything that would help this game perform a little bit better. And that game is Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Definitive Edition, which includes all the DLC. So already, you know, this is going to be one of those games that a lot of people are going to want to know, does it look good? Does it perform good? And I'm just going to go into free mode. I already have this all set up, I think. Gameplay settings. Yep, we're on beginner. I think I'm going to keep Dynasty Warriors 8 on this console just because, like, Dynasty Warriors 8 is a lot of fun. And the game looks phenomenal. Like, I would say that this looks better than the PC version, now that it runs at a steady 60 frames. Like, goddamn. Not a hint of slow down.
Another victim has fallen before me. You'll need to come with everything you've got if you wish to seize that which you desire.
I literally cannot complain about this. This is fantastic.
I've still got it. Time is up. Or know how to bite.
So this one I am actually going to finish this stage just to get the secret weapons and stuff. Just because if I am going to play this, I will want stronger weapons so I can power my way through the story and stuff.
Another victim has fallen before me.
Yeah.
Your time is up.
Dynasty Warriors 8 is one of my favorite in the whole franchise. It's just so good, especially when you have all the DLC, and obviously this comes with all the DLC, so definitely gonna want to play this a lot more.
Are you ready? Because here I come.
Your time is up.
I'll put a stop to them. You are a fool to come out here alone. You shall fall prey to my tactics.
But yeah, this game is a 10 out of 10 on the Switch too. I cannot recommend playing this on the Switch 2 enough. Like, yes, you don't get the PS5 or PS4 textures, but
You're here to try and defeat me.
I'm willing to sacrifice those textures in order to have this game on the go and have it perform this well. Like, does that mean I'm gonna need to start from scratch and unlock a lot of things? Yes. Does that mean I'm gonna stop playing this on PS5? God, no. It just means that I now have another way to play it. Hey, Navir. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. You know what? This one I will switch to this view so that ooh, y'all can see me.
All right, how do you want to die?
I will show no mercy.
I'm going all out. You better do so as well.
It's over.
Like, so far, this is the best one.
Carried away,
Hands down,
so good.
this is the Musou game to play on Switch 2.
Not bad.
And next up is going to be Warriors Orochi 4, so if you're just tuning in or have been wondering what's going to come next, and if you want, like, wondering, do I want to stay on this stream while I actually finish a stage? Yeah, we've got a lot to still go through.
What you got?
Plus all of the Nintendo licensed
This should be quite a surprise for them.
Musou games.
It's over.
Unbelievable. I've never seen so
Hey, Quirks, welcome. The proper 8 gates formation. Well, I think between Dynasty Warriors 8 and Origins, I don't know which one did it better. But I'm leaning more towards Origins. I fucking love that stage. What's the verdict for the performance up to now? We did Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, started off with that, and performance-wise, it performs really well, surprisingly, for Dynasty Warriors 9 on a handheld console, but graphically still doesn't look good. After that was Samurai Warriors 5, and that kind of performed worse, surprisingly, but we started off mostly with demos because I have a few games that are still sealed, and I don't feel like cracking them open just to see if they perform better on Switch 2, considering I'm only going to be playing them on, like, PS5 or PC. Touken Ranbu Warriors was a good performing game, and Fate Samurai Remnant, surprisingly good. And both Touken Ranbu Warriors and Fate Samurai Remnant looked really good. Same with this. This performs and looks phenomenal. I would definitely say Dynasty Warriors 8. If you're gonna play a Warriors game and you just want a Warriors game, any Warriors game on here, that's the game you want to go with. But next up, I've got a game that was requested by a couple of people, I think. I know one person really wanted to see this. And I think that was Jag Gentleman had asked for it, but he's not in the chat right now because he has to work. And that's Warriors Orochi 4. So this is the first game where I actually have to switch the cartridge. What do I have in here now? Hyrule Warriors. So I'll save that for later. So let's see how this one performs. Because this one, I find none of the games really, like none of the ports run perfectly. PS4 still has frame rate issues, same with Xbox. It's not terrible, but I find on PC it's also not so great. And obviously playing it on the Switch was god-awful. So let's see how it performs on the Switch too. Yeah, we're gonna skip this, begin battle. I don't even think I have any DLC for the Switch version. I can't remember. Maybe I got, like, the pre-order DLC. That might have been it. So far, this really runs good. Visuals still leave a little bit to be desired, but overall performance is really good. Let's see how Musou looks. Let's switch over to a hyper attack character, because that's where I find you get the most performance issues. And I think I see some frames dropping, but it's like going from 60 to maybe 50 frames. It's not such a massive difference. Will you be trying Samurai Warriors 5? I did try Samurai Warriors 5 earlier in the stream. Also, welcome, Coach Newman. I started off with Dynasty Warriors 9 Empires, then Samurai Warriors 5, Touken Ranbu Warriors, Fate Samurai Remnant, and then those were all the demos that I had to download because I'm not cracking the seal on games that I'm more likely to play on other consoles just as performance. But yeah, I quite enjoy the performance of this game. Could it perform better? Maybe. But I'm not going to complain too much about this. And like, the visuals look good. Like, it actually looks like it's using the PS4 textures, but at a lower resolution. So that's what's kind of causing the overall visuals to not look as good as other consoles, but considering this is a portable version of the game, I can't complain too much.
すみません。嫌です。皆さんのためにも渡すことはできません。敵が直虎殿の近くに。急いで守らないと。
これぞ無双。
Hey, Dave. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Also, if there are any specific requests, I am just going in the order that I put them in, but I will take specific requests to move on to as long as I haven't covered it already. Just know that I don't have every Switch game. But yeah, I think that's good enough for Warriors Orochi 4. I'm gonna close that, and yeah, we're gonna delete this off of the console so I'm not taking up too much space. Also researching about Warriors games on the Switch. Nice. Wish Samurai Warriors 5 played better on Switch too. We'll stick to Series X. Yeah. I kind of want to get a Series X just for Samurai Warriors 5 because that's the only console I downloaded the Samurai Warriors 1 costumes on when they were available. It pisses me off to no end that those are still not available anymore. I don't understand it. Fire Emblem Warriors had 2 modes, performance and graphic. Wonder if graphic runs at 60 now. I am also tempted to just jump directly into that. Because I've got that on the list. Is that... That is not... That's a completely different game. But I think I've got that in... Oh, I think my case is actually... Just a second. So, I am mostly a at-home, on-the-couch kind of gamer. I don't play a lot of handheld games or mobile games, and I don't game a lot on the go. But I did get a Switch 2 carrying case just for, going to visit family or on a trip, going to a friend's house or something like that. And I've got like a handful, mostly Warriors games in here. So I will set that here and we'll test out Fire Emblem Warriors next. But first, I am going to add or remove software. I'm going to remove Dynasty Warriors 8 off of the list. Because I've got a group of games that I'm specifically wanting to try. Because these are the games that I'm really interested to see what they're like. Also, no worries with lurking, Yura, or anyone else that's just here to see what the performance of these games are like.
Fire Emblem Warriors.
We're going to
Choose
continue.
your save data.
Settings. Game settings. Switch over to quality.
This is the perfect time of day for a quick shopping spree.
And we'll go to history mode. Where's like an easy fight? Probably not any of these, I'm gonna guess. Oh. Oh no.
Frederick, I have.
Oh, level 30. I think that'll be a decent stage for me to do. I can't remember what my lowest level is. Map deployment.
What now?
Set character. Is 58 my strongest? I think it is. Shit.
Okay. Right.
I have been chosen.
I don't know why I started changing characters.
Come back in one piece, will ya? What's up?
Oh, God.
What do you need? I'm ready whenever. What can I do?
And then maybe an archer?
Best of luck. What can I leave it to me? What is it? I hear you. What's up? Got it. All right.
Do that. I'm just gonna start battle.
How's this? Let's go.
Shh.
I'm getting a bit excited. My body might start.
And yes, I can make up my mind. I just need to take the time to consider all of the possibilities. And graphics mode does seem to perform really well.
Mission started.
Words only worth so much.
I'm quite pleased with this, actually. But,
What is it?
no, menu. Pretty sure you can change the settings mid-stage. Yep. So let's see. You do get more frames through performance, though. That's disappointing. It does look smoother on the Switch 2 in quality, though. But it's not 60. That's disappointing.
I've received a report.
Fire Emblem Warriors was so much fun. For the 2 days I still had some interest in it. I've been enjoying it, and I've been wanting to go back to it for a while now. It's just that, you know, unfortunately, oh, unfortunately, it's not a super popular game, so it's not something that I know for a fact if I want to go play it, that it'll bring in some views. But I'm starting to not care as much about the views and just care more about, you know, being entertaining. So, who knows? Maybe I'm not going to give a shit and I'm just going to play through this some other time.
How did it fall?
Sorry if this has been asked before, but do you have a favorite Nintendo Warriors game? Definitely Hyrule Warriors. I gave that game a 10 out of 10, I think, back in the day, and I still stand by that. That game is perfection. There is there are some things wrong with the game. I'm not going to say that it's flawless, but I think when you're describing something, perfect doesn't necessarily mean without flaws. Perfect means that the flaws can be overlooked because of how good everything else is. Also haven't finished that yet. If you do, all you can spend 200 plus hours, I believe. Yeah, it's very similar to the first Hyrule Warriors in that regard, where there is a lot to do.
I like those profit margins. That was great.
And obviously, like, I have characters that need to be leveled up. I would like to have a full playthrough of every game, at least the stories on this channel. Completely agree, honestly. I've played others and had fun, but I always come back to the original Hyrule Warriors. The adventure mode has given me endless fun since its original release. Same. Like, I still have so many costumes, so many weapons to unlock. I still need to max out everybody's heart containers and stuff. Like, I am going to finish this stage before we move on to the next game. But, actually, let's switch it back to performance just to see that difference again. The lower resolution does suck, and I don't think the difference in frame rate is worth it, in my opinion. It is if you're playing on Switch 1, but not on Switch 2. At least on Switch 1, there are some performance or frame rate issues. They're not massive, but they are there enough that playing it in performance is it can be preferable.
Thanks for the workout.
But on Switch 2, I think
Like those profit
that buttons, how do they work?
margins. I like those profit margins.
The difference that you get between performance and quality, definitely, I would say quality is still
Complete.
worthwhile on the
Profit margins.
Switch 2. So if you're gonna play this on the Switch 2, I would say play it on quality.
I don't mind a challenge.
The frame rate is still gonna be lower than in performance, but it doesn't feel as bad as on Switch 1. Always wanted to play a Sheik Zelda game, so Hyrule Warriors is the closest game I will have to that. That would be pretty fucking cool.
Now then, let's see what you can do.
The mission's starting. I see
Robin,
enemy
but where's
reinforcements.
Batman? I'm sorry.
Let's do something about this.
I still need to get the rest of the Fire Emblem amiibos. The only ones I have are Tiki and I think I've got Byleth, and that's it.
The board is ours.
So, like, I don't even have Marth, Chrom, Lucina, none of the ones that are in this game that I think you get special weapons. Now, I was at a pawn shop yesterday, and I did see a couple of them for like 20, 25 bucks each, and I probably should have got them while I was there, but oh well. It's not like they are so fucking hard to find that I won't be able to
Back to the base.
oh. Like, it's not like I won't be able to get them again. Ooh. Excuse me. But yeah, after this
Looking for a job?
stream of testing all of these Switch 1 games, I'm gonna
Is the base going to
try
fall?
giving Pokemon Conquest a go.
I'm spoiling for a fight.
Because I was able to get the DS emulator working, and I even have like a nice DS
Are you
scene
sure what to
set up in OBS. Whoa, no! Shit.
You lost. I'm
Well,
sorry.
I think that's
Probably all my fault.
that's the end of that. Oh well. I died, but that's okay. Shame that a lot of these games will still have Switch level pop in, like 7 Extreme Legends, but I imagine 3 Hopes runs even better as that was unlocked. Well, let's check it out. I'm going to remove Fire Emblem Warriors from my folder of games to test. Take the cartridge out of there. And we're going to switch up and play 3 Hopes. Ugh. Is that a wolf link behind you? Yes. Look at this little thing. This is from Galactic Giftery. So if you want to look them up, they do, like, they make these plushies.
And they're just phenomenal human beings.
Yes. We've become friends with them thanks to all of the anime conventions that we do with Chelsea's Market.
I have my little Gangers over there.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh. I'll grab those to show them off. So these are a couple of the other plushies that they do, like this little Luma, pink little guy. This shiny Eevee. And of course, since we got the Gengar chair, had to add a little plushy Gengar as
I
well.
bought 2 of them.
Whoop. Ugh. Set that in there. Yoda, I didn't realize that I made a pun. Thank you for pointing that out. I would tank the 3 Hopes frame rate using MC with Dark Creator Sword and Ferdinand passive. Ooh, that does sound good. So I did start up 3 Hopes and just ran around the base, and I was very happy with how the frame rate looks. Now, unfortunately, character models are like the Jaggies are still super bad. Does this have a graphical setting? Game mode casual. I guess not. So yeah, there's no way to get the Jaggies off. So let's go to the war map. Just... Ooh. Wait, does the check mark mean that I've done it already? Oh, select paralog. That'll be a good thing to test. I feel like I'm gonna need to like restart this game, just to understand what's going on with the story. And just give me a second here. Okay. Not gonna care too much about
Seems like a
loadout,
fun
characters,
from the
etc.
mountains.
I want to see how well the
We'll
game
need to take these
performs.
strongholds.
And already, right off the bat, this... Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna need to play this game a lot more. Okay, damn. All right. Yeah. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Play it on Switch 2. Fuck. That is good. That is the good shit. Yeah, I'm kind of not surprised by it not getting DLC, but I was kind of hopeful. Like, even just like some fan service DLC or something. Ooh, okay. All right, that... Damn, this game looks so good on Switch 2.
But no one can begin to match the rich price on yours.
You're the one who summons monsters, yeah? Happy or whatever? Well, time to open up.
You've got the wrong person. I don't have any idea how to
I'm very surprised at how well this performs and looks.
I've got you now.
I feel bad that I forgot how good this game was.
And I'm sorry to ask, but can you please rescue the folks in the mountain too?
I've been neglecting you.
King of Grappling is on the case.
Oh.
Right.
Time to wreck stuff.
My turn.
Wait, they think that person is me? Well,
Take
I
a
don't want
breather.
that on my conscience. Guess I'd better.
Man. Yeah, definitely going to need to start up a playthrough of this.
Done already.
Huh? Wait.
Fuck.
Why is there a monster over there? Must have had the wrong person. Come on.
I'm guessing they'll follow the path to the monsters now. Yeah?
All right. I am going to stop right there because I need to play more of this. So let's set that over there. Where did my Fire Emblem go? Oh, I set it up here because it had a different game in it. Stalled on finishing my third playthrough, but I've done pretty much everything in game. I like it a lot. Dude, actually, I know what game I'm going to try out next. And I don't have the case for this out because I have the collector's edition that has the steel book and not the actual game case for it. So, Fire Emblem 3 Houses. This is one that I still have yet to buy the DLC for because I have yet to actually finish all of the stories. And that's because I got the best ending on my first try. I played through the Black Eagles because they were the most interesting for me. Played as female Byleth, married Edelgard, had my perfect lesbian ending. I have no desire to like play this again, which is unfortunate because this is such a good game. Always mad at steel cases with no original case. Exact. V Sheep Val, you and I, same sort of mindset. If the game fucking came with both, yeah, I would love that. Because I like to keep all of my games in the original cases and then put all the steel books like either on display or all together. Because they don't look good in with all of the other regular ass cases.
Stay focused.
Already starting things off with 3 houses.
I'm on it.
This looks fantastic.
What should I do?
I am quite pleased with this. No, what if I go here? Attack. Oh, I have to use a bow. Fine. The real challenge will be Age of Calamity. I've heard that runs really well.
I'll cut through. Is that all?
I near 100%ed the game, but
I'll give it my all.
OML, what awful performance on the Switch. Oh my lord. I'm gonna guess that's what... But yeah, nope, I want to... How do I... Is there a... Is there a button to... God damn it. I want to just leave the game. I guess not. I wanted to see what the conversations were like, because that's the big thing. I found there was a lot of jaggies in the conversations. Like, gameplay wise, it's a tactics style game. You don't need to be super graphically, advanced. You Fire Emblem character amiibo. Try scanning them at the amiibo gazebo. Sure. We'll do this. Oh, select an endgame file. Oh, well, I guess I don't have an endgame file yet. No. No, we just want to get into the game. I want to see what these characters look like when they're in a conversation. Not the cutscenes. Not... Okay, this looks much better than the Switch one. Leagues better. Like,
It is most rude to interrupt a moment of now come.
damn. I might actually be willing to replay this now. But I'm going to close out of that because we still have other games to try. And one of those other games is one that I know a lot of people are wanting to know. Just gonna slide that in there. And that game is, of course, Age of Calamity. This is like the main game that I really wanted the Switch 2 for. And I was tempted to get the OLED when it came out because I heard that it had slightly better performance just in general with games. I don't know how well this performed on the Switch OLED versus the Switch 1, but I held out hope that we would get a Switch 2, that it would have better performance, and here we are. So, let's continue. And I want... yeah, let's do this.
Let us give it all we have, Link.
And let's do Impa.
My honor.
That's my best weapon for her. And I'll leave Link like that. Not going to do any cooking because I just want to... I don't want to play through the entire stage, but Impa really tanks FPS. Great. We're ready for the test. The real test. Loading screens are still garbage. But already, like visual-wise, I wasn't expecting great improvements, but it was more performance, the frame rate. That's the big issue that I had with Age of Calamity, and already performance is spectacular compared to Switch 1. Age of Calamity was the game I always thought of when it came to Switch 2 testing. Yeah, this is the game. This is the game that I needed to try. And actually, I have no, maybe it's in settings. Accessibility. There we go. Button mapping. Edit controller mapping. Actually, I have a preset for Age of Calamity that switches the fucking guard so that it's actually L, not ZL. I have no idea why they were like, yeah, you can remap the entire controller except this. And this isn't the only Warriors game that does that. So we'll play at least until I've got to the point where I can switch to Impa and really test the frame rate. You know what I wish Hyrule Warriors 1 had? The way Age of Calamity lets you access your powers items so quickly and easily. Oh, yeah, that I 100% understand. But yeah, so far, I am so glad Age of Calamity runs this well. Wonder how the stages where you stomp around in the big mechs are like. Well, we can test that while we're at it. And yeah, just in case anyone joined the stream after I said it, I am taking requests. So if there is a specific thing that you want tested out on the Switch 2, just let me know. I really should go back to Dynasty Warriors 8 and unlock the Battle of Chibi and see how that plays. Because I didn't really play a lot on Switch, for obvious reasons. I mostly was playing it on PS4 and 5, and PC if I wanted the PS3 graphics for a video. So now, I am no longer going to be playing the PC version, I'm going to be playing the Switch version, because it just looks and performs just a little bit better than PC. Though I feel like through some mods, you'd be able to get the PC version to look and feel better. Ooh, cutscene. The cutscenes look really good too. And there's Impa. Let's skip this and get right into when can we play as Impa? I want to see how bad it can get. If it can get bad. Would you try Warriors Orochi 4? I did try Orochi 4 earlier. It was the 5th game that I played? Maybe the 6th. Either way, if you look earlier in the stream, you should be able to see it. I am going to put timestamps once the stream is over, once I've tested out everything that I want to test out. And, you know, before I take my break between this stream and the next, I'm going to put the timestamps of all the games that I've tested out into the description. So if you want to come back after the fact, you can also do that and find the games there. Because there's even like a couple of Nintendo games that I wanted to test out, like Pokemon Scarlet. Because I've finished so much of Pokemon Scarlet. I think I've got mostly everything done for the base game. It's just the DLC that I would need to... God damn it. It's just the DLC that I would need to play through. But I haven't bought the DLC, and it would be nice to know if the game's gonna run and look better on Switch 2, and if I am going to be if I'm gonna want to play it. Pokemon speedrunners are going at it, running faster on Switch 2. Oh man, like I heard that the lake that always caused graphical issues runs super smooth now. Started the DLC today. Oh man, and like the Switch 2 version of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I've not even finished that game. I've barely scratched the surface, so I'm excited to know that I can play that in a enhanced version once that comes out. And of course, I do have the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pass, so I also have all the GameCube games, and I cannot wait for like Pokemon Coliseum, Gale of Darkness. Hopefully we get Smash Melee on here, because that would be amazing. I'm so glad that we now have an HD way to play Soul Calibur 2 with Link. But I can't remember, does the GameCube version on Switch have Heihachi and Spawn in it as well? And does it have a widescreen mode? Is the other thing. So that's something that I did want to test today, too. Oh, now I can switch to Impa. There we go. Let's see. Alright, so far, even with Impa, like, this is... Oh, man. I'm so excited to be playing more of this. This and Three Hopes, the fact that the Switch 2 runs them so much better. Is just, it just has, Lincoln has no widescreen support if it's faithful, if it's a faithful GameCube version. Well, the GameCube, like the original GameCube version, did have a widescreen option. I just couldn't remember if I heard that this was like the HD version that came to Xbox 360 and PS3. Yeah, Pirate Fin, this runs so well. I'm impressed. All right, let's finish the stage so that I can at least keep the experience. Oh, hello. Oh, I guess I already found this one. I'm guessing that's what that is. I forget. Is this the end? Yes. Okay. So once this saves,
Good.
then I'll switch to something else. You know what? Maybe let's try the regular Hyrule Warriors. See how that runs. Because I also heard that Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition runs at 1080p and 60 frames, like during handheld, like in handheld mode. That's insane when you think about it. God, I need to get rid of so many items. Pretty sure I can get that pretty easily. Trying to remember, like, what weapons do I know I can get back? Without too much issue. All right. Tested the Switch version of Warriors Odyssey 3, and sadly it doesn't seem any different. Feels like it's locked at like 20. Oh, God. That's gross. That sucks to hear. There we go. Done saving. Close. And we'll take that out. Did I try all the games that are in here? I did not. But now we're going to try Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Let's see, is there another game in here? No. Set that over there so I know that it's done. And I'm going to quickly remove the games that we have tested from this folder. All right. This is the big one. Have you tried Dynasty Warriors 9? I remember the original demo struggling. That was the first game we started off with. Because I could only get the demo for that, because like my copy is still sealed and I'm not cracking that seal. Ooh, the menu looks like it runs at a higher frame rate already. Dear God, if this is gonna be like this good, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Final battle, defeat the bird of the fortress. And how many characters can I take in? Oh, sweet. So we'll take King Daphnis, and of course we'll take Link. What costume do I want? The graphics look really good. We'll go with the Goron tunic. Master Sword for maximum damage. And let's switch to Link right away. Link is my strongest. There's Link. Okay. All ready. Whoops. Forgot to change. Reset. There we go. Oh, I want to command. King Daphnis, you go after that bomb chew. I will go after this one. And I will try to rush between all of these bases. But, like, holy fuck, the game looks phenomenal on Switch 2. This is definitely how I'm going to be playing Hyrule Warriors, and I'm definitely going to get back into it because of course I am. So is this essentially just the same type of improvement you get from running PS4 games on PS5? From what I've seen, yes and no. Like, it's a little bit more mixed than that. Like, Warriors Orochi 4 I found to be exactly the same as playing it on Switch 1. Which is disappointing, to say the least. Because I know that game didn't perform very well to begin with. Oh, wait, no. That one performed okay. What game was it? Oh, Samurai Warriors 5 was just as bad, if not worse, than Switch 1. Also, apparently, Warriors Abyss is not playable at all on Switch 2, which is super unfortunate because that's, like, I feel like this is the console I would want something like Warriors Abyss on. Pirate Warriors 4 also ran on Switch. I do have Pirate Warriors 4, and we can test that out after Hyrule Warriors. Actually, you know what? Since we know for a fact that this runs really well, let's switch on over to Pirate Warriors 4. And then we'll try Pirate Warriors 3 after that. Knowing Koei, they might do a native port of those games to Switch 2. That's what I'm hoping for. I got DLC. I hope that we get like a Switch 2 port of Warriors Abyss at least. If not, like a Switch 2 port of like as many games as possible. I'd be really curious to see this. I've always wondered about the Pirate Warriors games, but never played them. Oh man, they're so much fun. And Pirate Warriors 4 has been getting much better thanks to all the DLC. So kind of similar in a sense to... oh, this is the stage that I need to do. What costumes do I have? Normal and the episode costume. Well, we'll do the episode costume. Ah, I would love that. Especially like if you either got the Switch 2 port for free. If you already own the Switch 1 version, or like a cheap upgrade. Like $10. Now this is probably not a good stage to test this out. So let's exit, go to free mode maybe. Ooh, excuse me. Actually, let's do a treasure log. You know what? Let's play as a big character because I know that those would tank the performance. Yeah, that's a big piss off. The Dragon Quest Heroes games being Japanese only. There was a bunch of Japanese exclusive Switch games There's that. Spirit of Sanada. Warriors Orochi 3. Samurai Warriors 4 DX. Okay, this surprisingly good. Oh yeah, 8 Empires too. Shit, I forgot about that. Okay, this is surprisingly good. I remember playing this on Switch 1 when I was doing the review of Pirate Warriors 1 through 4 for Musou, and god damn did this run like absolute trash. And now, this looks good. This looks playable. Like, I would play this on Switch too, because it runs so well. And no slowdown at all during Musous. All the particle effects. This is still surprisingly good. Holy shit. Now I'm tempted to get a Switch 2 over emulating on a handheld PC. If you can, I would definitely recommend it. Like, if you're tempted, especially if you want to play any of the Switch 2 games, like Mario Kart World or the new Donkey Kong game, or the new Hyrule Warriors even, I would say you should look into getting a Switch 2, because apparently they're not going to be restocking anytime soon, because Nintendo's switching their manufacturers to avoid the tariffs. So they've said that they're not planning to restock Switch 2s until sometime in 2026. So you're looking at least half a year before potentially could get a Switch 2 if they sell out. I know you played it earlier, but the Switch is my favorite way to play Dynasty Warriors 8. It always felt the most responsive and smooth to me for some reason, and it came with all the DLC. I'll still say that PS5 is the best way to play it, but I wouldn't fault anybody for playing it on a Switch 2 now. But let's see what Pirate Warriors 3 is like, because obviously I have that as well. And Pirate Warriors 3 is the one that I personally prefer from a gameplay perspective. And I'm not going to do any battle preparation, because we're just trying to see what the game looks like and feels like. Okay, this is fantastic. While, yes, you do get the PS3 graphics similar to Dynasty Warriors 8, if you're looking to play Pirate Warriors, this is the way to go. Holy shit. Because, like, this also didn't run the greatest on Switch 1. Like, it didn't run as bad as Pirate Warriors 4, but it still wasn't ideal. So what's the main motivation for you, Chris, in getting the Switch 2 day one? The improved frame rate on Switch 1 games? Mostly that. Also to prepare for the new Hyrule Warriors game, because I don't want to run the risk of not getting a Switch 2. And got my tax return money, had more than enough well, not like, not to the point where it's like, oh, I could buy 2 Switch 2s. No, it was like, yeah, I feel comfortable enough buying a Switch 2, and I made the decision to pre-order it like the day that pre-orders opened up. So that meant that A, I got a Switch 2, and B, I didn't run the risk of not being able to get it at all. Now, from what I was told, my local EB Games not only got more than enough consoles to meet all of the pre-orders, as well as, you know, be able to sell some to people who didn't have pre-orders. I still don't want to run the risk of not being able to get, like, not being able to buy this at all. Because that would just suck. All right, well, we're almost at the end of all of the Musou games that I have. The next one's going to be Persona 5 Strikers. And this one I actually have opened because I was kind of thinking it does play like a Persona game with warrior-style combat, and RPGs are always... Okay, listen here. Oh, I need to take the other cartridge out first. That'll help. But I've always felt like RPGs and that sort of stuff, I like to play them on the go, so I was just about to mention Persona. Remember, the load times were a bit lengthy. I feel like the load times aren't going to be any better for any games, but it's more so from a frame rate and resolution standpoint, whether or not a game's going to look and run better. Like, maybe it's a little bit faster, but I don't think it's going to be noticeable enough. And I'm just going to try to skip ahead. Apparently, I don't have a save file for this. I think I did switch over to playing it on PC instead.
Alright, let's begin. That was one hell of everyone else, proceed as planned. You worked out the diversion cover, so now's your time to shine.
Frame rate, great. Resolution, not so much. Definitely not going to be playing this on Switch. That's not going to be my preferred method of playing this. But it at least runs much better than it did on Switch 1. Frame rate is a lot smoother. Dude, I would love it if they made like an HD remaster of the Chronicles games. So Persona 5 Strikers, decent. Delete. Don't need that anymore. And the last Musou game specifically, because I've got a couple of other just Switch 1 games too. But the last Musou game that I have that we can test is Fate Extella. I don't have Link for Switch because, I mean, I'd rather play that on PC. And this is going to be another one of those games that I'm going to delete it once I'm done testing it.
Marvelous.
Still can't get over the fact that this is essentially a portable PS4, right? And like PlayStation kind of tried to put out a new handheld, in quotations, console. But it's cloud, I think. Like all cloud based, so you have to make sure that you're connected to the internet, which you're not always going to be connected to the internet when you're out and about. And of course, we got to play as Lubu. Now, which costume do I want? Yeah, let's go with that. Let's just jump right into a battle. Because I don't care. I'm going to delete this. Like, once I know whether or not it's good enough. Because obviously I'm going to be playing this mostly on PC. Not mostly, all on PC. Okay. This plays really well. I'm surprised at how well this performs and looks even on Switch 2. Like, god damn, this is... I'm interested to see what Link looks like, but I'm not willing to buy a copy just to see how it looks, because your boy doesn't make that much money. But yeah, Fate Extella, the Umbral Star, runs really well on Switch too. And it looks pretty damn good too. Like, if anybody was interested in playing Fate Extella and wanted to play it on the go, Switch 2 is the way to go. Damn. What do you think of the screen size of the Switch 2 itself? I feel like it's teetering on the edge of being too large. I still say it's within the realm of good. Like, I would say that, yes, any bigger would be too big, but it is just right. Because I was playing it a little bit last night. Oh, that's in the case. But I was playing a little bit last night in bed, and I think it's perfect. I do like that the Joy-Cons are a little bit bigger. Like, that's the big thing for me, is the controllers feel like they are the right size for my hands anyways. I never felt like the original Joy-Cons were all that good. I always preferred to play with a pro controller, and earlier this morning even I was playing with the 2 Joy-Cons, and it felt right to me. So I actually quite enjoy the shape, the size, and everything. But the next game we're gonna play and test out is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. There's my autographed copy, signed by John Eric Bentley, voice of Nick Fury. And I got him to sign this, as well as this, my Three Hopes copy. Because he was a side character, I think, in this. And his character was mentioned in Three Houses, but didn't have any lines. And he just barely appears in this game. Not playable. I don't even think he has a 3D model. Yeah, whatever. I know I haven't played this in a long time. Just gonna jump in to continue and see how this looks, how it runs. Skip. Because this is another game that I've been really wanting to play more of. Are the load times improved when using Switch 1 cartridge on Switch 2? I haven't noticed any major difference.
I don't know. I just grabbed the stone and thought of somewhere safe. Yeah, well, something tells me we'd be a lot safer on
Break
the other
out of the
side
cell.
door.
I have you in my sights. Godslayer.
How am I supposed to do this?
Yeah.
The game looks good, and it seems to run good.
I have you in my sights.
Yep.
I need to use 2 moves at the same time, but how do I do that?
You are the best. You got it.
If I... Do I need to do this with 2 people? Like, is this, like, one of those you have to do it with 2 people?
We cannot be contained.
Well, I guess that's a problem for another time. At least I know Marvel Ultimate Alliance looks good on Switch 2. Sounds like a user error. Probably. I don't know. I don't remember how to control the game. So that is definitely an issue. But this one, I'm actually interested to see how it runs and looks, because I played through this game on PS5 and I have it on PC, and both PC and PS5 look fantastic. And the Switch port, I was surprised at how well it looked. And that's Ryza 2. I don't have Ryza 1 on me because I lent it to a friend to try out. And still need to get that back because I have another friend that wants to play. Because I got to spread the word of our Lord and Savior Thyza. But I actually do really enjoy the story, the characters, the gameplay, like everything about the entire trilogy. I still need to do all the post-game stuff in 3. It looks good. Okay, already turning the camera, frame rate doesn't look so good. Little disappointed at the overall performance. Let's see, getting into a cutscene. Yeah, the frame rate is not great. It's not the worst. And like I said, RPGs aren't so bad to play on the go. I can't skip this part, unfortunately. Oh, skip is the minus button, apparently. Now this is where it's the big test is going to be. Yes, I know how to play this game. I just... Yeah, frame rate on battles is much better than... There. I was hitting the wrong X. Yes, I know all of this. Surprisingly good good frame rate for a game that's not so great out of combat. Like, it's not terrible, but definitely wish it was better. Yeah, I would say playing Ryza 2 on Switch is good if you're looking to get into Ryza. And I imagine the other 3 games perform around the same. So, like, still would be better overall experience on PS5 and PC, but the Switch version on Switch 2, not bad. Yeah, the overall performance of Age of Calamity is great. I can't really complain too much about that. Now, yeah, you know what? Let's test both of these. Delete Ryza 2. Put this in here. So there's a couple of games, like there's a whole series of games that I've been really wanting to dive deep into. And I finished one game actually live on stream. And didn't really bring in a lot of views because it's not Warriors, but the Xenoblade series being on Switch, you know, I have played a little bit of 2, and it did have performance issues because it's a Switch game. I didn't play a lot of either of these. In fact, I cracked the seal of this before doing the stream, and this one I bought used, but I've yet to actually play enough of either of these to really know how they performed on Switch 1, but I am interested to see how they perform on Switch 2, because I did hear that Chronicles X or Cross was not the greatest. Like, it's not bad, but it was surprisingly, you know, underperformed to what people were expecting. And I heard, like, relatively okay things about the first Chronicles game. I am just kind of interested to see how well it runs with the overworld and stuff. Because both games... Ooh. I don't like the fuzzy resolution. Is there graphical options? Like, it does run good. Is there a sprint button? I can't remember. I guess not. I do just want to see what it's like in combat. And then, same with Chronicles X or Cross. I want to see what that's like. I keep calling it Xenoblade Chronicles X, even though it's supposed to be pronounced Xenoblade Chronicles Cross. It's just that everybody calls it X. Wait, can I not just, like... There we go. Yeah, I can see myself playing a lot more Xenoblade. So that's Xenoblade 1. Let's take that out. Swap it for Cross. This is the one that I really wanted to see. And in case you're wondering why there's 2 profiles for me, one is kind of like a backup, just in case, you know, I start a game and I can't have multiple save files, but I want to start a new playthrough for live streams. That way I can have one for live streams, one for personal kind of thing. All right, let's just go directly into new game. Now let's see how the cutscene plays out. Does it perform well? Do we get any graphical issues, any frame rate issues? Come on, give me something else. I am almost, you know what, fuck it. I do not have the patience. And I'm just going to go default everything. It is not. That's why I went to college for business and didn't become a doctor. Cannot use that name. God damn it, then why did you allow it as an option?
Good, there we go. What else do you remember?
Okay, this looks
meantime,
so good.
Best I can. How are your limbs?
This is making me excited that I just like powered through the main story and didn't really do a whole lot of side quests or anything, because now I can do the side quests. I can like actually play Xenoblade Chronicles Cross and enjoy it, and like enjoy every facet of it. Specifically though, I want to get to the point where I want to get to the point where I get to I want to get to the point where you get to see that panning shot of the open world. Because to me, that is what's going to show how much better this is over the Wii U version. Yeah, whatever. I'm just going to run forward. I ain't gonna give a shit about much. What button is jump? There we go. I forgot. I'm pretty sure it's just outside of here. Once I get far enough. Whoop. Oh shit, I'm dying.
This is nothing. I'm sorry, guys.
Shadow strike.
Respawn now, I guess. Oh, yeah, here we go. Put this to full screen so you guys can see it.
The rain's starting to let up. Just in time for sunrise.
And like, I remember seeing
I
this
promise you're gonna
panning
love this.
shot of the, like, the open world on the Wii U, and it chugged a few times, but it was still impressive enough that I was like, oh man, I'm excited to play this game. And of course, like, views be damned, I was gonna finish Xenoblade Chronicles Cross on Wii U. Frame rate looks better than Wii U. Visuals look better. Holy shit, man. And this is one of those games where if they made a Switch 2 native port, oh man, I would buy that upgrade pack instantly. God damn. Performance is so good.
They're all indigenous, as far as we can tell. We need to learn to play nice with these guys if we're going to try and coexist together.
And I like the way the character models look in this. This is... God damn. And good performance with that shot, too. Frame rate is, like, staying solid. God. All right, skip this. Let's see about running around in the open world. Party. Wait, maybe it's active members? Your avatar cannot leave the party. Oh wait, set as controlled character. There we go. I wanted to control Elma. Little bit of frame drops, but nothing that's gonna really impact the overall experience. Is there settings, game, controller, skip it, okay, visuals. So it doesn't have a graphics versus performance mode. Haven't played any Xenoblade games, but this looks cool. Man, I played through the entirety of Chronicles Cross on stream while I was doing a video around like the Wii U and all the consoles that I've unplugged over the years, and oh, I'm excited to get back into this. But I am going to save that for later, because now is the big one. The one that's really going to make me go, do I want to spend money? And that is Pokemon Scarlet. Oh, God. Pokemon Scarlet, as I was trying to say. And I did put the game back in the case. Because my carrying case now only has so many cartridge slots. This is another big one that I really wanted to see how it performed. Because even with all of the performance issues, I still had a lot of fun with Scarlet. And I'm really looking forward to the new one. I forget the exact title. Something AZ. But, whoa! I was not expecting 60 frames. Yo! What? This is not supposed to perform that well.
What?
Look at how good this...
Looks so nice.
What button is... What button is my fucking bike? Or... There it is. God damn. Okay. Shit. I might have to buy the DLC. Fuck. Okay, let's get into the open world. That's gonna be the big test. Hello, Gimme Ghoul. Okay, this... What? It runs so well. Okay, map. This is what I want. Pokemon League, no. Zero Gate, fly here. Because I remember, even the windmill doesn't run with 3 frames per second anymore. Yeah, this is surprisingly good. Oh. Research Station 1. Let's just start there. Because this is what I remember having a lot of lag. Is it fine to start with X when it comes to the Xenoblade Chronicles series? Holy shit. Fuck. It runs so good. So I would say Cross is kind of a separate game from the main series. So Cross you can play without playing any of the others. And even like 1, 2, and 3, you do get a little bit of background, I guess is the best way to say it. Like, you have a bit more understanding of some of the references, mechanics, and that sort of stuff if you play through all of the games, starting with 1, then Cross, then 2, then 3. But it's very few and far between, like just a couple of things here and there that will make a little bit more sense. So while I kind of want to answer yes and no, I would say yes for sure. Like, you should be able to play the Chronicles Cross without having played any other game. But I'm just floored that this is running so well. Like, holy hell, this is... I'm actually going to play more of this now. Fuck. I need to buy the DLC. I also need to buy a bigger Switch carrying case, or a Switch carrying case that has more game cartridge slots. Now I have a bunch of other games on, like, stacked up here. Let's see how Odyssey runs next. We've almost made it through, like, the majority of the games that I really want to see. Because there's this, Starlink, which will be really interesting to see how that plays. Pikmin 3, Fire Emblem Engage, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to see, like, does it look and run any better? Okay, already this looks... Oh, maybe if I put the game on screen. Like, it kind of looks better. But I don't think it's that much of a difference. Because I don't remember Mario Odyssey having much performance issues to begin with. Oh, shit. Cool. I'll take it. So yeah, not much of a difference with Mario Odyssey. Let's check out Mario Kart 8, shall we? Checking whether software can be... Oh. I think I need to set up my Wi-Fi again, because I was downloading some things, and then we had some internet issues with connectivity, so I removed it, and yeah. Odyssey was mostly just better load times in HDR, less pop-up. Okay. So not really anything that would make you go, oh man, I gotta play this on Switch too. But enough of a difference that it's kind of like a bonus. I was there for the internet issues. Couldn't connect to the network. What? Retry. And of course, I am not putting this on the screen. There we go. I think I got the password wrong. I think it's checking if the software can be played, just because I have some of the DLC through the expansion pass. Oh, shit. I'm everywhere. Some content can't be played. View details? What? Why can't it be played? I should be able to play it. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be sad if I can't. Maybe do I need to re-download it? Let's see. Well, you see, that's the thing. I would definitely play more of Odyssey, at least. Oh, is the Wi-Fi just that garbage that it's not connecting for long enough? Might not even be connecting long enough to confirm that I have the let's try switching to this one. But yeah, maybe the connection is... Oh, there we go. I just needed to switch to a different Wi-Fi.
Mario Kart 8!
Well, load times for Mario Kart 8 is a lot faster. Yeah, let's do 200cc just for the shits. Yeah, we'll just do the first cup. So I'm not playing the entire cup. I'm just gonna play a little bit of this first race and see what it's like. Well, I don't think it runs any better, but it doesn't run any worse. I think the colors are better, so likely HDR enabled. Goddamn 200cc, so fucking fast. But yeah, not really surprised that this looks as good as it does. But yeah, probably not going to end up playing a whole lot of Mario Kart 8 now that I got Mario Kart World. Wouldn't be surprised if they put out an update in the next round of games. This Pokemon Legends Arceus and Fire Emblem 3 houses are no-brainers to do next. I was going to test Legends Arceus, but I haven't played it at all. So I don't know, like I don't have a base level to kind of compare it to. I'm trying to mostly play games that I have played a little bit or I've heard about their performance. I imagine Legends Arceus plays a little bit better than it did on Switch 1. Success with the Switch 2 will be available in last week of June here in PH. Can't wait. Well, hopefully you can get one, man. Press for... Oh. Yeah. Can I... There we go. Loading save data. Continue. Luckily, you don't have to use the Toys to Life controller. Play digitally. Obviously, we're playing as Fox. And surprised how well this looks.
All right, that imp hive is toast.
Ah, wonderful. No hive, no imps. Just the way I like it.
This looks...
I have some Electrum waiting here for you, as promised.
Oh, our ship actually takes Nova.
Nova? Where did you say you were from?
Well, most of us are from a planet called Earth.
My home planet is Papatoon.
This looks way better than it did on Switch.
The only way to get Nova here is to salvage the core. Hmm? Oh, you're back.
Like,
well, the only way to get
way
Nova here
better.
is to salvage the core from an extractor. But, well, it should appear on your map.
More imps. There must be a hive nearby. You better eliminate them.
Targets destroyed.
Interesting. Now that we have helped this observatory, our visibility on the planet has increased.
There's the Legion extractor. Looks like that's our target.
A word of warning.
Can I... can't go out to space. Fine, I guess. And it doesn't look like this has like a graphics option.
Before my time, they were easy to salvage. But since the
But it runs better, it looks better. The character portraits are still low resolution.
Just bring the core to me and we'll be done.
But at least I would be more likely to play this now. All right, I got 2 more games that I wanted to test out before I call it a stream for this and take a break and set up the next stream. And that's Fire Emblem Engage, and of course the Switch 2 edition of Breath of the Wild. Now, mostly with Engage, I just want to see... I remember the resolution feeling like it could be a little bit better. And, like, frame rate-wise, I didn't think this game had any issues. It still looked and performed really good for the Switch.
Fire Emblem, engage.
Loading. Still lots of jaggies on the character models, which is unfortunate. Frame rate seems to be good. I'm just gonna start a stage and go from there. Like, I'm not gonna care about character loadouts or anything like that. I'm just gonna get in, see how it is.
Look, there's another bracelet friend right over here.
There's another game that didn't get an update for Switch 2, but most likely will in the future. Here's hoping. But that's the thing, like, even if it doesn't get an official update or an upgrade, like, it still could benefit from the Switch 2's overall performance. Why are you connecting?
Let's get started.
I can fight.
Yeah, it does need better visuals just in general.
Whatever you say.
That's the main issue that I'm having with it.
What you got?
Let me at him.
Anytime. Power blooms in me.
Yeah, it's just the visuals that need to be updated. The frame rate is fine. I mean, it's a strategy game, so you don't need it to run all that well. Yeah, it probably doesn't look too bad on the Switch 2 screen, but on 4K display, yeah. Like, I only have 1080p screens. But I can only imagine how god-awful it will look on a 4K. And last but certainly not least, let's try the Switch 2 edition of Breath of the Wild. I did start it up just to see, like, is it going to different enough that I might actually want to play Breath of the Wild, because the weapon degradation system is the biggest thing that's like holding me back from playing it, but the game runs like fucking butter. Hey, you're you're probably an enemy, I'm guessing. Yep. I want a different weapon, though. Yeah, this... Okay, what's the button for sprinting? What button sprints? I'm pretty sure there is a button for sprinting. I guess not. Maybe I'm not remembering it. Anyways, I am probably going to play Breath of the Wild now. At some point, not like right now. But the Switch 2 port looks so good, man. I am going to have to restart the game so I can remember how to play it and what I'm supposed to be doing. But other than that, like, I'm excited. But with that, that is the end of our testing of Switch 2 games, or Switch 1 games on Switch 2. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'm going to take about a half hour to an hour break to get this next stream set up, get a couple of other things done, get some food into me. But today is all streams all day, and after my break, I'm going to be coming back with some Pokemon Conquest. I'm excited because I've been wanting to play that game and get back into it for a very long time. Hopefully we get a new Pokemon Conquest at some point. But don't forget, the conversation doesn't have to end here along with the stream. You can join the Discord server. There is a link in the description below, as well as to all of my social medias and my Spotify if you didn't know that I made music back in the day. Yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in about 30 minutes.